the first to know Nsem-Pii.
Lawyer Paul Admocher Atamason and Nedi Holdings, I'm very buka. I say, hey, Asiedu Nketia, the NDC, you 10 power motion. Hey, na yana mukase Keterema Epron, and Namukasa Mukan Semi Ria, na Ayara. Enyamu ena enanu ya campaign 2024. Mugine Nsem-Pii kase. His Excellency Nana Addo is so declare state of emergency. Jata Okam Sam George. Sami Nsem-Pii. The Nketia, the chairman general on Ankasa Town. And sana His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Na ene ade china ye be interview say asema mokan yi na ade anyabia so galamse na ekosoro na niema enkoyie. Therefore, what the kind of big do? Hey, nipa woo, just say, what dear, the wood yan cherry, the emfa banshini trims a buying, the condemn, the empacham, just another dear, empachan you. That galam say one of the year campaign, and the sorry tier MPP, and the two new fragment, but mobile won't touch it. The same LGBTQ plus and name of the campaign editor MPP but who no much me attach it but propaganda contempo and no could say and I use you and babem once the reality actually now not to back you know you have you now see your rare size kutukrumpa mufa kura jem it's here for young guy you go to lawyer for much na nya no nko Yura, your friend is say, Jampo. Any pebu, some suit toga. So I'm sorry, I'm social commentators. And she said, you won't, you will be on. You go to some numbers
heavily as a result of the information that came out from the politicians that the president of Ghana, Nana Addo, and the government of the New Patriotic Party is responsible for the perpetration of Galamsey. Akufo-Addo is the only president in the Fourth Republic who had opened up a forum to deal with Galamsey and Assad Galam stop and da. He was the conversation of Galamsey. Everybody was talking about it. And the MPP lost heavily as a result of the information that came out from the politicians that the president of Ghana, Nana Akufo-Addo, and the government of the New Patriotic Party is responsible for the perpetration of Galamsey. Akufo-Addo is the only president in the Fourth Republic who had opened up a forum to deal with Galamsey and Assad Galam stop and da. He was the only person who has done that. However, it was said that even though he demonstrated a public agenda to end Galamsey, the Galamsey was being perpetrated by he himself. And that one of the ways for the government to show that the Galamsey they were not participating in the Galamsey was to declare a state of emergency in all Galamsey areas. State of emergency means that people cannot even move freely. So if a state of emergency is declared and you are seen to be moving into a Galamsey pit, they kill you. Everyone believed that was the solution. Pressure was mounted on Akufo-Addo's government that anything you do, so long as you have not declared a state of emergency, Mr. President, you are guilty as charged. You and your party should be shown the exit. See Sami Okudzeto-Ablakwa and a few others on this matter.
They should declare a state of emergency. All mining should just stop now.
Yes, we have to declare a state of emergency.
Just as we declared lockdown during COVID, let there be a certain declaration of it. It shows seriousness.
Yes, I think that national emergency be declared now and today, not tomorrow.
President Akufo-Addo, stop Galamsey now! We will continue this fight and we will continue this struggle until our water bodies are protected.
It is his responsibility. The people of Ghana elected him. He is currently the president of Ghana. And it is his responsibility to deal with Galamsey now.
To the declaration of state of emergency, as some other people are suggesting.
8 years, Galamsey has won. Yeah. You have promised that you are going to fight Galamsey. You haven't put the presidency or anything on the line, but you said you would fight it. 7 months in, we are not seeing much of a change. We are still seeing the same problems, even though you're fighting in one way or the other. The Galamsey appears to be winning again.
It tells you how intractable the problem is. You know, when something starts, you can use force to quell it. But when it gains momentum up to a certain point, the same methods that you could have used to quell it in its nascent state are not the same methods that you can use to deal with it when it is blown up the way Galamsey is blown up now. So I'm sure you are not suggesting that nothing is being done about it.
No, something is being done.
Work is being done about it. And we hope to be able to find solutions.
We can rely on hope.
I don't subscribe to the declaration of state of emergency as some other people are suggesting. I don't subscribe to that at all, because in your frustration, you can call for certain measures that when we begin implementing, you can live to regret. I'm not sure many people who are calling for a state of emergency have actually lived under a state of emergency before. Because
that's how politics is. They said call for a state of emergency. Party chairman comes to power, 8 months later, he grants an interview to Umaru Sanda Esquire, says, I don't believe in a state of emergency. Maybe those who are saying it is very risky. Maybe those who didn't live in a state of emergency before, they are calling for it. But this was a campaign issue. It was used in the campaign. It was a big part of the campaign. But that is politics. People told us. We said no. They told us. We said no. Akufo-Addo should stop the water. The water is dirty. Ankobra, they had Ankobra here, pra here, something here. And then what is it? Akufo-Addo is going to hand over to Dr. Baumia and they'll take the Galamsey on. Sam George says, stop Galamsey. Today, vindication is in the womb of time. I've always said it. Vindication, always in the womb of time. General, I salute. At least you spoke the truth. We love you for that. But I love your suit, oh, Charlie. The presidential thing is coming. General, you win. Don't worry, you win. Because the suit you were wearing when Umaru Sanda interviewed you, my goodness, I just love it. I just love it. And your beautiful tie and your spectacles. You look like Woodrow Wilson, the American president. General, you win. I've given it to you. The thing, you have won it already. You win. I give to General. He's my friend. All right. But the Galamsey story remains. Okay.
That I watch.
I know. Don't worry. You will see Paul from time to time. Yes.
So is he communicating for NPP or is it an independent communication?
No, obviously. I mean, he's you know, Paul hasn't hid. He said it publicly. He hasn't hidden his sympathies for the NPP. There's no problem at all.
Okay.
But
so
the
when
thing
he
about
shows
Paul,
up on platform, he'll be
the thing about Paul is that he can also be objective, even though he has sympathies.
Well,
he can be if he wants to.
You can give him that 45% of the time.
Oh, how?
No, and wouldn't you prefer that someone who has openly told you his proclivities, that, oh, I lean right to the political, and then someone that goes to sit there and will be fighting with you that I'm not NDC and the person is on the government payroll and holds a position and is a CEO. I'm sure everybody knows who I'm talking about. I'll spare you the name, but I think those people are more dangerous. Inherently, you are being very disingenuous with your viewers. You know, we all sit here.
So you are for declare your stance.
Yes, so that whoever is listening to you has that ability to discern and know that, oh, these are your biases, so they can then take what you are saying properly. Right. But if you go and sit there and you want to misrepresent yourself, oh, me, I'm neutral, this is that, but you are taking speaking notes from NDC. I mean, who are you playing? Whose minds do you want to play with?
Oh, but the journalists are not like that. Don't do that.
I'm not even talking about journalists. I'm talking about some you just want me to name names. Some panelists, Martin Pebu and Shippers Authority and co. You just want me to name names.
Martin is a lawyer. Don't do that.
Oh, come on.
Martin is a seasoned private legal practitioner.
I'm not disputing that. Yes. Paul is a journalist. He could have also said, I'm a journalist and never declare. What I'm saying is, you can sit there as a lawyer, but we all know whose bidding you are. We all know whose playbook you are reading from. And then, I mean, who are you trying to deceive?
No,
We're not children.
The thing about politicians, why is it that as soon as a social or a public commentator's opinion goes against a political tradition that you're affiliated to over a certain period of time, the conclusion that you arrive at is that the person has an agenda?
No, this conclusion I've arrived at is not, it's not based on nothing. I'm not pulling it out of the air. It's, I mean, so now we are we trying to be told that you can take an appointment? Essentially, we've seen you doing the bidding of this political party over years. They come into government, you are given an appointment, and still you want to insult our intelligence by forcing us to keep the jacket of neutrality on you. I mean, as I said, we are not children. So there's a difference.
Take someone like Professor Jampo.
He's the one I'm talking about.
No, hold on. Take someone like Professor Jampo. The last time he publicly responded to this issue about where he belongs, he says he's not NDC.
Yes, that is where the problem is. Or are you not seeing the line? I mean, it's like me sitting here and saying, oh, I'm a pilot. I'm saying what I want people to believe. Whether it's true or not is a whole different ball game. And usually by their acts, you would know them. So for me, I would prefer if you are honest. It makes it easier for people to take your words seriously, because ab initio, you've proven to be an honest. You are being honest about your position. But you don't go behind closed doors. You are dining with these people. You are exchanging ideas. You are reading from their playbook. Then you come and sit here and want to insult our intelligence. You know, that's the whole issue.
That's an allegation.
I think that we are stretching it. Just a bit, because look, you don't necessarily have to be a party person to share an opinion on a matter. And at the end of the day, if you come into each other's personality and into their thinking and their intellect, there's always this underlying principle of who takes dominance, the state or the private sector.
Right.
And when you look at two political parties, NDC, NPP, that is where the philosophies really exist. Who has prominence? The state executing an agenda, private sector executing an agenda. State executing is NDC orientation. Private sector pursuing, it's an NPP far-right orientation. So people who come from the intelligentsia, for example, they always also have that biases of where they think that the counter should fall. It doesn't necessarily mean that the person has to be an NDC person. But it's just for your orientation and what the fundamental principle
So are you suggesting that there's a difference between ideological alignment and being a party person? So ideologically,
your ideology determines where exactly you fall.
Yes, but there are people who would say that I'm left of center.
And that is
but I'm not NDC. Maybe it's PS. Maybe it's CPP.
No, that's absolutely fine. And I think the point in
in
all of this is getting lost. There are people like that who are naturally left-leaning or naturally right-leaning, and they speak on things. I haven't name-dropped them here. Some of them have been lashing the MPP for years. I am talking about people that deliberately try to misinform the public. So I know exactly what I'm saying.
Well,
there's no
When Kwesi Pratt called me, inviting me to this forum, I didn't know that